The island of Samsø in the Baltic Sea is one of the windiest places in Denmark, and especially frigid when powerful gusts blow.
This is the coldest winter we've had for 16 years.
Despite having a population of just 4,000, Samsø has been a world leader in green energy for a quarter of a century. Under the leadership of Søren Hermansen, it's striving to maintain its place ahead of the curve. On and offshore, wind farms are keeping the island on track to become fossil-free by 2030. Now, more than ever, the turbines are proving their worth.
So the wind farms are keeping up with production because the wind is stronger in the wintertime when consumption is higher.
What does he make of President Trump's assertion that only stupid people buy wind farms?
Yeah, I mean, then we might be stupid, but we don't really care because this is really profitable.
Samsø generates enough power for a small town and can cope in the summer when the island is swamped with 20,000 holidaymakers.
Today, on a windy day like this, today we are producing everything we need on land. So the offshore turbines are producing extra. So we are netto exporting 23 megawatt per hour right now.
The exports to the mainland via undersea cable generate a profit of 33,000 euros per day, or more than 200,000 euros per week. Jørgen Tranberg in the green hat used to be a farmer, but now he's a property entrepreneur. His earnings from wind energy paid for this development of low rental homes for the elderly. Tranberg becomes emotional as he describes how the residents thank him for what he's done for them. This photograph from the turn of the century shows Tranberg atop his personal turbine that has made him a wealthy man.
This old lady here, 25 years old, that has been a very good business for me. And I think she can go 15, 20 years more. I sell 2.2 million kilowatt per year.
Depending on the market, the earning potential of such exports could be as much as 130,000 euros per year.
I'm very proud of it. It's fantastic, all the things we did 25 years ago. And what's the rest of the world done in the meantime? The CO2 emissions have not gone down, and oil consumption is still 100 million barrels per day. So globally, not a lot has happened.
At this community cafe in the island's main village, there's pride that being powered by clean energy is now regarded as completely normal.
It's always been there, kind of, so it's just the way it is. It's fantastic. It's a very nice feeling, actually.
It's very, very important that such a small island can make such a great effort, because we all have children and grandchildren and they need a world to stay in, that's okay.
But it wasn't always this way, as former mayor Marcel Meyer explains.
If you look in the start, when the wind turbines were established, people were protesting, and they were also worried about the effects on their landscape, the effects on the animals, the effects on tourism, because we also live of tourism on Samsø. But if you look at it now, people hardly see the wind turbines.
Not least because profits from the wind farms are also keeping the islanders warm. They've bought heating plants powered by straw, a sustainable resource.
We used to just rev up the oil consumption. Now we have enough straw and biomass to heat the houses. Approximately 70%, 75% actually today of all houses are heated by district heating.
This plant is part of Samsø's commitment to become completely carbon neutral within the next 4 years.
One big bale, is about 600 kilo. 600 kilo is equivalent to 200 liters of oil in energy. So it's a very energy density, the energy density is very high, and the energy price is like maybe 1/8 of oil prices. So it's much cheaper, much more environmental friendly, and it's local economy that is benefiting from this.
Wind-powered energy is also funneled to Samsø's port of Ballen to recharge the ferry connecting the island with the mainland. The ferry is emission-free thanks to its electric motors. It has a backup generator powered by biofuel in the event of a breakdown.
Compared to the ferries we used to have on this route, they were very noisy and people get dirty on deck and so on. But here everything is new and nice and no noise. no smoke, no nothing. And that's really what people like, and also me, of course, on the bridge.
It's very satisfied that we are using the wind power and the sun in Denmark, and not all the oil and the dark stuff from the coal.
As Søren Hermansen watches his wind-powered coffee maker brew, he knows there's no room for complacency, especially now as the Iran war pushes up the cost of oil and gas, while governments across the globe crave energy security. Self-sufficiency is the ultimate goal to avoid energy shortages and high prices.
That is what I'm dreaming about, that we can maintain that role and go to the next step, kind of beyond producing energy. We're now also managing it. We do look at storage and administration in the future also to have a much more secure and what we call an isolated grid that can maintain pressure from outside or threats.
As global uncertainty grows over oil imports and prices, many nations will be looking with envy towards Samsø, whose foresight has placed it on the right side of history in terms of the environment and energy security.